what made you say yes na maging lead sa isang movie at the same time sa ganitong klaseng genre?
Hey Sir Robert.
Hello.
Una po sa lahat, I feel very grateful and I feel very blessed na nabigyan po ako ng pagkakataon to portray something out of the box, something this, I would say, daring. Kasi hindi naman po lahat nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. So right when they gave me the phone call, I remember we were shooting Love Die Repeat nung panahon po ito, parang last few days ng Love Die Repeat, sa kasagsagan ng taping. Sabi ko, please count me in. They told me at yung mga kasama ko, written and directed by Direct Mark. Sabi ko, sige, kwento nyo na lang sa akin mamaya yung iba pa po yung title ng panahon na yun. Kwento nyo na lang sa akin mamaya, game na ako dyan. So that's pretty much how fast po yung naging proseso ng pag-uho sa project.
And then based sa trailer, medyo dark yung character mo dito sa Playtime, and we've known you as someone na boy next door image pagdating sa pelikula. So how were you able to shift from boy next door image sa ganitong dark na character? What were the challenges in the process na encounter?
Couple of days ago, magkakasama kami ni Sanya and Nicolene. We were promoting and pinag-uusapan niya namin, may tinanong sa amin. And I think a huge part po nitong pelikula na to is yung tiwala po namin kaming lima sa isa't isa dahil mahirap po talaga na to be put in a situation na you have to believe na ito yung nangyayari, papatayin kayo, mga ganon. So, and especially with the direction of Direct Mark, we were just holding on to him. Direct, ano bang gagawin namin dito? Tulong naman Direct lagi in every scene. Direct na yun. So, huge tiwala lang po talaga sa isa't isa.
Madali ba nga nakapagpagpag ka from your dark character sa movie na ito? Like, how were you able to do it na mag-disconnect sa character mo from this movie?
It feels really great because paulit-ulit ko pong paulit-ulit ako magpapasalamat sa GMA and sa Viva because they always, ever since nagsimula po akong gumawa ng proyekto sa kanila, they've been giving me projects that are out of the box. From nabuntis na lalaki to a killer who's haunting these women to films that I've never done before. So yun lang po, laking po sa salamat lang na nabibigyan po ako ng opportunity.
Salamat po, congratulations.
Thank you, Bob Robert.
For the three girls, Sanya, Colleen, and Faye, the movie is about trusting, lalo na stranger, no? So, in real life ba, ganun ba kayo ka-trusting? Sa kung sino mang guy or stranger, or kahit hindi stranger, yung trust in general, especially with men?
Ako kasi, in real life, before, madali akong magtiwala eh. Pero nung marami na akong mga na-experience sa mga tao, so ngayon hindi ko na siya ngayon masyadong binibigay kagad. Kailangan mas laliman ko pa, dapat mas makilala ko. Dati kasi sa mukha lang, kapag maamoy yung mukha, ang tingin ko, mukha na mabait naman to eh. Pero ngayon hindi. Talagang kailangan mas makilala ko pa siya, mas makilates ko siya. Ganon.
Ako naman, parang medyo same, pero kasi ilang beses na din ako na-betray and na-break yung trust, pero for some reason, madali pa rin ako mag-trust ng ibang tao. Pero nandun na rin yung expectation ko. Siguro, mas na-manage ko lang yung expectations ko na kunwari pag may na-share ako or pag nag-trust ako sa isang tao, mabilis kong nabibigay yung trust ko, pero nasa isip ko pa rin na possibility na ma-betray ako ng tao to. Parang gano'n, pero nagka-trust pa din.
Sa akin naman, pagdating talaga sa pagtitiwala talaga, medyo hirap din ako. Meron ako mga bagay na minsan nasa-share yung mga personal nating, di ba, personal nating bagay na minsan kakakilala mo lang sa kanya tapos ang gaan-gaan ng pakiramdam na mag-share sa kanya. May mga ganon, pero mahalaga rin pala para sa atin na isipin muna natin at maghinay-hinay muna tayo sa pinag-share natin ng kwento kasi hindi natin talaga siya kilala. So mas mabuti sana na mas tingnan mo muna kung talaga bang karapat-dapat na pagkatiwalaan yung isang tao kaysa yung mag-share ka kaagad. Mas mabuti ng ilang beses muna kayo nagkita, ilang beses mo muna siyang, kung meron bang na-share muna siya sa'yo na importanteng bagay, para may pang-blackmail ka after. Charot lang. Pero, hindi naman. Pero in fairness naman, sa aming tatlo naman, sa aming mga girls muna, nung nag-share naman kami, parang, alam mo at ramdam mo, mapagkakatiwalaan mo naman kaming tatlo. So, pati naman si Sia. Medyo tunais. Pwede na rin. Tapos direct mark talaga kapag may sinabi ka sa kanya. Actually, si Direk ang unang magtitiwala sa atin. Yun yung masarap dito sa sa...
No choice.
Or, hindi talaga si Direk. Pero ayun, huwag kang magtiwala basta-basta. Yun lang naman ang point dito.
Sanya, speaking of trust, this is the first time you're doing a project like this. So, paano mo binigay yung full trust mo kay Direk Mark and kay Sian to be able to do the scenes na hindi mo pa nagagawa ng ganito?
Hindi, umpisa kasi talaga. Si Direk Mark, laking Direk Mark ako. Totoo yun. Half Sisters pa lang, Encantadia pa lang, kung saan ako nagsimula, andyan na si Direk Mark para i-guide ako. Kaya nung nalaman ko na siya yung isa talaga ang magdidirect nito, 100% nandun ako. Committed talaga ako agad. Kasi si Direk Mark yun. Si Sian. Pero si Sian. Ay, grabe. Ayusin ko talaga. Pero si Sian, in fairness talaga sa kanya, first time namin nakita, StoryCon pa lang, gusto ko lang talagang i-share sa inyo na ang talagang first impression ko talaga sa kanya, parang hindi ko siya makakausap. Parang ang taas-taas ni Sian Liam. Mr. Sian Liam. Bukod sa height. Pero, in fairness talaga sa kanya, siya yung yun yung lagi ko sinasabi, binasag niya yung wall sa amin para mas magkaroon agad kami ng connection, kumbaga mapag-usapan agad namin yung mga pwede namin pag-usapan para maka-help dito sa pelikulang ito. Kaya I'm happy na itong grupo na ito yung mga nakasama ko kasi solid sila.
Sian, follow up lang din sa kwento ni Sanya, no? Paano mo naman binasag yung wall and how did you make sure din na dapat pagkatiwalaan ka nitong tatlong girls? Well, at least for Colleen, you've worked with each other naman na, di ba? For these kinds of scenes sa playtime.
It was very, katulad nga yung mga first impressions namin sa isa't isa, syempre it's very nerve-wracking and at the same time, yung time kasi from the moment na nag-press con kami to shoot, konti na lang yung oras eh. So I think we just have to really jump into the character and napag-uusapan naman lahat. I think pretty much pagkatapos ng the conversation, nakuha na namin na okay, hanggang dito lang tayo, o kung gusto pa natin tumodo, itodo pa natin. Everything is naman po eh, nababantayan naman po ng director namin at lahat po na pag-uusapan. So parang from that moment on, alam namin na okay, we can let go. Kasi kung stiff kami, kung natatakot kami, kung meron kami mga hindi sinasabi sa isa't isa, makikita nyo rin yun. Sasabihin nyo, ay, ano yun? bakit ganun yung binigay sa amin? Yes.
Ian, last question na lang. Ano ang favorite eksena or part na ginawa mo for your character? And ano yung dapat abangan without super spoiling? Pero may konting patiis.
JP, ang hirap naman ang tanong mo. I think ang sige, ganito na lang po kasi sa kanila pong tatlo, may mga iba't iba po kasing moments eh. But I would say yung mga moments na sinasabi sa amin ni Direk Mark, sige pa, kaya pa yan. Kasi there are times na parang we just wanted to give up. Na parang, okay na, sige Direk, parang nabigay na po namin. Si Direk along with sina Miss Rose and everyone, no, hindi kayo, walang aalis. Ganun po sila. Because ito ang vision, ito ang gusto naming mangyari. And we all understood na ganun po yung requirement dito po sa pelikula. So yun po, yun yung paborito ko na walang bibitaw. Parang ganun po.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you, Sir James. Next, we have Mr. Richard Paglikawan of Lionheart TV.
Hello, good afternoon po. Yung first question ko kay Faye, kasi fan ka ba, Faye, ng mga thriller movies? And ano yung mga napanood mo na nagustuhan mo? And ano yung naging reaction mo nung malaman mo magiging bahagi ka sa ganito klase ng movie sa playtime?
Hello po, thank you. Nung sa horror po, mahilig po talaga ako sa horror movie, thriller, Yung napanood ko is yung I Spit on Your Grave. Actually, isa rin yun sa pinanood ko na movie para sa character ko. And then, yung kay Dahmer, ano yung title nun? Ayun, yung Dahmer, yung mga ganon, documentary. Basta about mga gore, ganyan. Mahilig ako sa ganon. And, noong unang sinabi sa akin to, na part nga daw ako ng movie na to, tas sino yung mga kasama. So, syempre, I feel grateful. Tapos, nung nalaman ko pa kung sino yung director, yun nga, lagi ko sinasabi kay Direk Mark na, alam mo, Direk Mark, dream ko talaga na makatrabaho ka. Kasi nag-audition ako before sa Sangre and then sa Encantadia. Kaya nagulat ako na siya yung magiging director. Kaya sobrang grateful ako and then kasama pa si Sanya. So, sobrang excited talaga ako. Kaya binigay ko yung 100% ko dito, nilagpasan ko pa.
And mukhang nag-require to ng, ng a lot of energy for you, as in parang physically demanding for you. So, paano mo siya pinaghandaan? And ano na yung naging challenge for you?
Kasi puro siya takbuhan. May part doon na tumatakbo ako na biglang sumakit yung legs ko. Sabi ko, bakit ganun? Parang naninigas yung legs ko kasi hindi kami nag-warm up bago tumakbo kasi pagka-action, takbo! So kami, takbo. So nakalimutan namin na dapat pala nag-warm up muna tayo. So sabi ko kay Kuling, ano kaya to? Kasi malakas mag-workout to at saka si Sanya. So sabi ko, ano kaya itong nararamdaman ko yun pala? Kulang ako sa banana. Potassium. Nagpupulikat ako. So yun.
Ayun, thanks Faye. So, yung next question ko kay Direct Mark, kasi aside from being an actor, si Sian kasi isa ring director. So, I was working with an actor who also works behind the camera.
You know, that was the best thing about doing a project like this, when your lead actor is also a director. He will understand kung anong gusto mo, kung anong kailangan mo. He will even give inputs and it will make the project better. And I guess everyone in this stage will tell you that this film was not a one-man driven movie. You know, it was very collaborative. You know, I want to share something. In the middle of the shoot, it wasn't in the script that Lucas, the character of Sian, was there, and then magkasama na si Patricia at saka si Patricia played by Faye, and then ni Ronnie by Colleen. And then they go to me because they're, you know, these ladies are alpha characters, alpha personalities. They go, Direk, if we're together now, we're gonna try to beat him. So I go, to my mind, he has a gun again, but I realize, oh nga, you will try to beat him up. Sige, let's put it, so we added a fight scene. Doon makikita ng audience na hindi nila kakayanin si Sian. They will tell you physically, Sian has the easiest time to lifting both girls and slamming them on the wall and putting them on the floor. Parang that put them in their place. You know, and then, you know, well, Sian could easily hurt these girls, but he was very careful, and then he knows, you know, even in the sexy moments, he knows the limitations, he knows how to take care of the scene partner. You know, yeah, I think not only because he's an actor's actor, but because he's a director. You know, and then ang dami naming napaka-difficult na eksena dito, which I already told them in the story ko na, okay, this is not a walk in the park, ha. This is not a rom-com drama that will be walking somewhere and then you're talking in the beach or, you know, having coffee in a cafe. It's not that kind of film. Dito talagang mahihirapan kayo. Sinabi ko na yon, so they know what they expected. But I don't know if they know the degree of how difficult it was. You know, we were shooting in the middle of December. Thank God it wasn't that hot yet. But we were basically always out. We were always in the exterior, palagi kami. Siguro 80% of the film is exterior, 20% lang ang interior. So yun. So I'm very glad that, you know, that my lead actor was also a director that understood and he knew how to play the game.
Pero curious lang ako, Direk, parang dagdag lang. Si Sian na ba yung nasa mind mo nung ginagawa mo tong playtime? Kasi parang pag usapan ng physicalities, talagang malaki lalaki to si Sian. Parang kakayanin talaga siya.
Yeah, honestly not. You know, I had another actor in mind when I was developing this 3 years ago. It was in the middle of the pandemic that I thought of this concept. But the minute that they said, Sian, I said, oh, he's available? Definitely, because I know he had the stature to play Lucas. Yun na nga, that he has to be empowering eh. And he had to have the looks, you know, he's a sexual predator. Kaya nga yung hero, charmer, lover, it fits Lucas. Ang dami niyang personality, kaya niya na bola tong mga babaeng to eh. So he has, so perfect. It was a perfect casting, and then we're just glad that he saw the merit in the project, because it was really a tight schedule, because we had our own projects. Sanya had Pulang Araw, I was starting Sangre, and then Sian has his own film projects. So talagang military operation yung schedule namin.
Thanks, Direk.